All right, we back, y'all. We back, you heard me? We back. So watch this. So I tell my daughter, mama. So she like, look, if y'all don't know, I'm talking about Real Dads Matter. And I'm talking to y'all about how I evolved into becoming a great father. Still, I got a long way to go, right? And so I said, so she like, I want you to bring her back at this time. You bring her back. She said, you bring her back at this time. I said, all right, bet. I'm gonna bring her back. I wasn't saying, man, it's my daughter. Why I gotta bring my daughter back at this time? She my child. Nah, fam. You gotta build trust. So what? Yeah, if I be talking about real fathers matter, this is something that you can understand. You feel me? So we gotta, as fathers, you know, we take on an entitlement role. Man, it's my daughter. What you mean I gotta bring my daughter back at this time? I ain't gotta do that. You tripping, she mine. No, bro, you gotta build trust. You gotta realize she already hurt from whatever you done did in the beginning. You don't just get that, even though that's your child, you don't just get that trust privilege. You got ours. So I brought my daughter back. Look, with time to spare. I was like, yo, I ain't leaving back out of town for a couple of days. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and I'm gonna just come chill with her. She was like, I bet. I was doing that consistently. What you want, fam? Yeah. This. You feel me? You gotta build trust. You gotta build a trust. Bet. So then I said, look, I want y'all to come to Atlanta for me for a second. She was like, come to Atlanta? Coming to Atlanta? I said, look, I'm working 7 days a week. I'm working 12 hours, 12 hours a day. I said, look, I'm gonna fly you out. I got a condo, y'all can stay. And I'm gonna give you $1,000 because I know you're gonna be doing hand makeup. So if you stay out here for 4 or 5 days, you missing money. I'm gonna send you that. You shouldn't have to do that to build trust, because if you would go to court and get your time, they wouldn't care about trust or not. The problem is I don't want them white folks in my business. That's the problem. Because them white folks wasn't in my business when I was making them. And I know what I did to cause the mistrust. I had to take accountability for how the mistrust got there from the beginning. So them white folks ain't gotta be in my business. So, flew to the A.
Do they put ginger in your daddy?
Probably a little bit. Flew to the A. Took care of that. We did that for a couple months. Building that trust. Building up our relationship. Now, I don't miss a beat with my little one. You feel me? Now watch this. Watch this. So then, we put her in school. I'm paying for the school. You feel me? I'm paying for the school. I'm like, man, I got that. I want to push out. You want to watch the movie, Stan? You only got 30 minutes. You got 30 more minutes.
30?
Yup. So, she going to school. I'm handling business. I quit the job. I say, listen, I'm about to quit this job because I moved back to New Orleans to be with my daughter. I left the A to move back to New Orleans to be with my daughter. So watch this. I quit the job. I said, hey, check this out. I'm about to quit this job, man. And at this time, I was giving my daughter mama probably like $500 a week. I was hitting. So I said, man, I'm not gonna be able to give you the $500 a week, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay for school. And if you give me like 6 months, man, this shit, I got it. She was like, man, handle your business. Now, mind you, my daughter like 3 at the time now, but that whole 2.5 years, 3, we just been building trust. Man, it paid off. The problem is people be quick to go to court. You quick to put the white folks in your business. Them white folks wasn't in your, nobody don't want to talk. Nobody don't want to communicate. It's everybody else's fault. The first thing I did was I took accountability. And I said, yo, I realize that I hurt you. And because I hurt you, now your way of hurting me is by doing that. So what I'm going to come do is I'm going to come take accountability for what I did. I'm going to let you get everything you need to get off your chest, and then we going to move forward as adults. Now, here's the crazy part. Sometimes that may take a little while longer. It's all right, though. Because check this out. Man, me and my daughter mama ain't talked for 90 days. But for 90 days, I did not stop sending that money. I wasn't on child support. I wasn't on that. For 90 days, I was sending her the money. For 90 days. She had me blocked for 90 days. My daughter mama had me blocked for 90 days. Man, that was driving me crazy. But for 90 days, I didn't stop sending that money. Every week, like clockwork. 90 days. 90 days. 90 days she had me blocked. 90 days. And when she did talk to me, 45 minutes. I just let her go off. She ain't disrespect me though. The problem is nobody don't want to take accountability. Man, she crazy. She tripping. No, you know why she tripping? Because you keep having sex with her. And then you keep dipping on her. You coming back, you won't have sex when you won't have sex. You know she got feelings for you. You dipping on her. Now you telling her you love her while you having sex with her. But then you acting like you don't care about her when you're in the street doing your thing. You can't do that. Me and my daughter mama, this ain't nobody's business. Man, we ain't did nothing in 7. The last time we probably did something was when we made my daughter. The last time we probably did something. Now, that ain't nobody's business. But I learned from some of my homies. I was like, bruh, you can't play with that woman's feelings like that. That gonna make it worse. That's why you gonna be on child support. That's why you gonna be getting your tires flat and your cars. Can't do that. If you gonna go be with her, be with her. If you ain't gonna be with her, don't be with her. Build that, be co-parents, be great. Bet we gonna be great co-parents. How she went off on not disrespecting you easy. She told me how she felt. You don't gotta disrespect somebody to go off on them. She just was telling me how she felt. I felt like you did this wrong. I felt like you could have did this better. I feel like you left me, did this. I felt like you lied to me about this. I felt like you misled me with this. I felt like this. I felt like that. You did this. I don't agree with it. You did that. You did this. You should have did this. You should have did that. That's how you go. She went in her bag. She went in her bag about her feelings. You don't gotta curse nobody out. You don't gotta disrespect nobody when you tell them how you feel. She ain't ever do that. I was like, bet. All right. I just listened to her. I ain't even trip. I was like, all right, check it. So I did this. I said, I ain't waste no time trying to argue about if she was right or wrong or what she said. We gonna go backwards. You feel me? But what I did was, I said, all right, bet. How do we go forward? How do we go forward? Because I just want to be in my daughter's life. I want to be in my daughter's life, and I need me and you to have a healthy relationship. I said, I just want to be in my daughter's life. And I just want me and you to have a healthy relationship. Let's get past that. Bet. We going on 8 years in. On the cool, Trap was at her mercy to be a good father. I don't really think I was at her mercy. I just think that when you take accountability for what you did, when you gotta you gotta realize, bro, you know the time thing we do, man? When we hurt somebody, we trying to just move on. We don't want to take responsibility that we hurt somebody. We just want them to move on. And we think they tripping. We forget the human component. We forget people got feelings. You feel me? Now you dealing with a pregnant woman. You ain't at the doctor visit. You ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You ain't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't at that. I was working. I was getting busy. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't at being at her mercy. It's looking at another person's perspective. Like, we don't ever like to take nobody else's situation in perspective. All we see is our perspective. All we see is our perspective. She tripping, she wrong, she down bad. Man, she tripping, she out of mind. Man, that's your perspective. What's her perspective? Her perspective is, yo, this was a dude I was feeling. I was rocking with him. You know, he got the job in Atlanta. Even though he was moving before the day I moved was the day we found out she was pregnant. In her mind, she felt like I should have stayed. In my mind, I needed to get the hell out of New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like my life was on the edge. So it's two different perspectives. But in her mind, nigga, once you found out I was pregnant, you was supposed to stay. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't wrong for that, but I ain't wrong either. I bet. How do we move forward? All right, well, when I was pregnant, you ain't try to come down here and visit me. I could have said, man, we was going at odds, man. You posting stuff about me on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. You telling people this. I ain't say none of that. I was like, I bet. I could have handled that situation better. For sure. But we not realizing as people, when people are responding to you emotionally, you trying to argue logic. You trying to make it make sense. And I'm about to say something that's so dope. Right here. Sometimes we focus so much on being right when being right don't even move the needle. I was sleeping in my dog Tootie. I was sleeping in Tootie's basement. I used to be telling Tootie, man, she got me messed up, man. She tripping, man. Tootie like, man, you better tell that girl, dog. Watch this, y'all. Sometimes we focus on being right so much when being right don't even move the needle. Man, she down bad, bro. I'm right, though, bro. All right, but being right don't even move the needle, bro. We want to be right just to be right. Just to say you right. All right, bet you right. But it ain't even move the needle. It ain't do nothing. You feel me? Like, all right, bet. But watch this. When I quit my job, the mother had my back. And so, when stuff started popping, I've been hitting up for like 2.5 years. Like, yo, you need to come out here. Yo, you need to come out here. Yo, you need to come out here. You need to come out here. I kept on it. I told her I got her. Now, she out here. I take care. You feel me? Like, I'm not trying to, exactly. I'm meant to lead, man. I'm not trying to argue with you about being right, man. Get it off your chest so we can move forward. Man, I can't do no class on fatherhood. I just got a 7-year-old. Maybe when I get a 30-year-old, I got a lot to learn, man. I could never write a book on fatherhood. I got a lot to learn, man. I ain't got this thing right yet. I got this thing down yet. I ain't got this thing down pat yet, man. My daughter just 7, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a long way to go, man. I got a long way to go. I'm still learning, man. And I go to her. I go to my daughter mom all the time. I be like, man, I want to do this with Leah. What you think? You know what I'm saying? I be like, man, you know, Leah did this. You know, tell me how to respond. How you think I should respond to this? I go to her sometime. You know what I'm saying? I go to her sometime. I go ask her for advice on how to, you know what I'm saying? I go to her and ask her for advice on how to be a dad. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, what's your perspective on this, man? Leah did this. She told me this. Man, how you think I should handle this, man? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? She ain't call me and be like, man, look, how you think I should deal with this situation? Leah did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be calling each other. You know what I'm saying? And I tell her, like, so my daughter, she from New Orleans. I be like, yo, you gotta, like, her biggest problem is, my daughter mama, like, she from New Orleans. So they be talking loud, and they don't know they be talking loud. I had to tell her one day, I said, look, I said, you ain't paid attention. I said, you notice when I talk to Leah, she kind of move different. She was like, cause you her dad? I'm like, nah. I said, it's the tone in which I talked to her with. I said, you gotta fix your tone. I said, you be yelling and you don't even know you be yelling. And when you be yelling, it make us shut down. I said, you gotta fix that. I said, you gotta fix that. Cause you can't, you talking, but you yelling. And to her, she not differentiating the two. So because you talking, but you yelling, she shutting down. And now you getting mad at her for shutting down. She called me back like 2 weeks later. She said, bro, you so dope. She said, you so dope. I said, what you talking about? She was like, man, I realize you right. I listen to you talk to her. I listen how you do stuff with her. You so calm. You assertive. I gotta work on my tone. She said, I gotta work on that. She said, that's what I gotta work on. I gotta work on talking at it. You feel me? Like we figuring this thing out together. And I'm not too big. I'm not too masculine of a man for my daughter, the mama, to tell me, yo, you doing this wrong. You need to. And she not, and mind you, she got a daughter and a younger son. She ain't too much in her womanhood where she feel like I can't tell her nothing, because we looking at each other. We watching each other do it in real time. You feel me? And so because she a woman, she used to being around other women and they doing this, you know what I'm saying? So it's normal, especially in New Orleans. They just loud. Women just loud in New Orleans. And so she was like, she hit me. She was like, yo, she was like, I'm watching the way you talk to her. And the way you talk to her, you get better response out of me. Like, I'm her mama, she love me to death, but you get better. You get better. She was like, I gotta work on my tone with her. I was like, yup. You feel what I'm saying? But she tell me stuff. Tootie, you know. You know what I'm saying? And so we not too above, or we not too, you know what I'm saying, to say we can't do certain things. You know what I'm saying? So man, I'm still learning how to damn co-parent, man. But I probably tell you this, and I say this, I couldn't have asked for a better person to bring that little human being in this world with. I couldn't have asked for a better person to bring that little human being in this world with. Because now, what I do know is, and that's why I say fathers matter, is because, man, Leah walk around the world so loved. You know what I'm saying? She walk around the world so loved, and she she look up to her daddy so much. She feel like I'm Superman. You know what I'm saying? She feel like daddy Superman. You know what I'm saying? And then that gives her a sense of pride. That gives her a sense of security. That gives her a sense of like she knows she loved. She knows she, appreciated. She knows she beautiful. We talk about God. Like Leah walk around the world in a whole different her little swagger be different when she walk through the world. And I watch it, I be like, damn. And I be comparing it. And this ain't nothing crazy, but I be comparing her little demeanor to like little girls that I know in the hood who got their mamas only. And I be like, damn, Leah walk different. She got a different little, and it ain't nothing real tangible, but you can see it. She got a different reality. She like, I got my mom and my daddy. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. It made me look at myself. Like, damn, I went through this world with no daddy. I ain't never even met that chump. You feel me? I'm like, damn, like I had to learn everything the hard way. You feel me? And I'm watching my daughter go through this world, and I'm like, damn, like she going through this world, and it's a different, her confidence different. Her sense of security in the world is different. You feel me? Like her confidence different, but she walked through I watch her do certain stuff, and then I watch her when I'm around, she be telling Toot and them. She be like, Toot, turn it down a little bit. She'll come to the studio, Toot, turn it down a little bit. Tootie be like, little bit, what's up? She be like, what's up, Tootie? Turn it down. You feel me? Like she walked through the world with a different. And so I'm saying this to y'all, real talk. Fathers, we matter. Fathers, we matter. We matter. We matter in ways that we don't know. To the same facts. Feel me? Fathers, we matter. We matter. We matter, man. We give them little girls so much confidence, just to know. Like in my mind, I'm like, all right, I told her mom, I said, look, I don't already exposed to her a lot. Leah done been on yachts. Leah done been in mansions. Leah to Broadway. She not in gymnastics. And I take her. She in gymnastics. We got little sayings. We got little handshakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, she might get her passport. I'm going to be taking her on little trips. Like me and her out the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't imagine not being in her life. Look, Tudor said, but that's her studio. She done told. Tudor, it's my studio. My daddy giving me this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it made me think about something. It made me like, even the way I love on her. Like I love on her. I love her. Mama be like, y'all make me sick. Her mama tell me that all the time. Y'all just make me sick. I don't like y'all. You dig? Like I love on her so much to where that's a fact. Because I never want her to question, is this what love feel like? Like when she get older and she start dating a man, like I don't never want her to feel like, is this what love feel like? As I remember dating girls that had daddy issues. And I remember I dated this one girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. I dating this one girl, and you know we doing the adult thing, and I told her, call me daddy. She was like, I got a daddy. She was like, I got a daddy. I was like, ooh, that's the first time I ever heard that. She's like, I got a daddy. She's like, I got a daddy. I'm like, okay. You feel me? And I was like, damn, that shit like caught me off guard. You feel me? You feel me? I was like, shit. Okay, that was new. All right, that's new. But just coming up in the hood, man, you see it. But just coming up in the hood, yo, you see a lot of black girls that have daddy issues. A lot of black girls, a lot of black women have daddy issues. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, like, and because I'm in my daughter's life, it make me understand why little girls grow into women with daddy issues. You feel me? It made me realize why little girls grew up to be women with daddy issues. That masculine energy matters. That masculine energy, facts, and that I know you love your daddy. You feel me? Like that masculine energy. Like my daughter, because she has me in her life, and not only am I there in her life, I'm also a disciplinarian. Not even physically, just that voice, that tone, that. So now, from my perspective, she's not looking for a man to fill a certain void in her life. She's going to look for a man to compliment instead of filling a void, because she got a daddy. You know what I'm saying? So she not looking for a man to fill a void. So also, like, because I'm a daddy, I'm in her life. She not looking for no man to her default gonna always be like, yo, you don't gotta do it, fam. Like, my daddy's still here. You know what I'm saying? So nah, you ain't about to be talking to her crazy. Man, my daddy never talked to me like that. You tripping. I got a whole daddy who ain't never talked to me like that. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Put your hands on me. Man, my daddy don't even whoop my, man, I'm straight. You feel me? And so it becomes, you know what I'm saying? It becomes a different type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, I don't, you know what I'm saying? You can't do this, man. My dad, I'm straight. My daddy made sure I was straight. You know what I'm saying? So you start women who, like, they look at dudes different. Like, women who grew up with their dad and he was active, like, they look at dudes different. Like, it's certain stuff. And now I may be wrong, but it's certain stuff. Women who grew up with their daddy, they be like, boy, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it honest. As a man, why this real talk? As a man, if you know a woman got a father, you even deal with her different. Not in the way like you about to push her around and nothing like that. But when you know a woman got a father, automatic you be like, okay, like she was raised a different way. You feel me? Like as a man, like when you know a woman got a father, like, and he's still present, and especially if they still got that relationship, like, you know, all right, I gotta go meet dad. You know what I'm saying? You ain't scared of him or nothing like that. You ain't intimidated him, but you know, like, all right, he gotta, all right, bet. Like, daddy's still here. You gonna deal with her different. I'm not saying something. Of course, it ain't gonna be the case with all women, but in most scenarios, even if you on something, you know you gotta impress daddy. You know you gotta feel. You know, okay, she got her dad in her life. I bet, like, it's certain, cause you know you pops, especially once you meet pops and you know pops are you know pops solid. Oh man, listen, I'm being real with you. I'm keeping it real with you. Like if I'm a man, every woman, like if I met a female and she don't have no daddy, I'm not saying like I disrespect her or nothing like that. No, that's not what I'm saying. But when you know she got it, you just understand that there's another alpha. You feel me? Like you just know there's another alpha. It's kind of like a young lion and there's an old lion. Okay, I gotta go meet this old lion. If there's a young gorilla, that's an old silverback. I gotta go. So your energy different, and it ain't no. I'm disrespecting her, nothing like that, because she don't got a daddy. But when you know they got a daddy, that you on a different. It's a different play ball. It's a different ball game, and especially if her and her daddy like got that relationship, man. If daddy says it's a no go, it's a no go. 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 I'm about to go, man. I gotta take my shower. All right, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. You heard me. We done went on a whole little cold-blooded little ep. You heard me. We done hit a whole little ep. You heard me. She ain't not listening to that. All right, man. I love y'all, man.